For me, there's a simple rule in politics. Never, ever be surprised by what happens in politics.
The face of truth is open. The eyes of truth are bright. The lips of truth are ever closed. The head of truth is upright. The breast of truth stands forward. The gaze of truth is straight. Truth has neither fear nor doubt. Truth has patience to wait. The words of truth are touching. The voice of truth is deep. The law of truth is simple. All you sow, you reap. The soul of truth is flaming. The heart of truth is warm. The mind of truth is clear and firm through rain and storm. Facts are only its shadow. Truth stands above all sin. Great be the battle of life. Truth in the end shall win. The image of truth is the cross. Wisdom's message is its rod. The sign of truth is Christ, and the soul of truth is God. Life of truth is eternal. Immortal is its past. Power of truth shall endure. Truth shall hold to the last.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living room. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Hear silence, then pure confusion. When real youth gets the real thing, where truth from inside does rise within. The most monitored show on radio. We're fearless, we're tough, we're ready to go. Up spin, down spin, front spin, back spin. Anyhow you twist it. New spin, dealing true spin. Up spin, down spin, front spin. No matter how you turn
Hello to the thousands of you watching the broadcast right now via Power 97.9 FM. The broadcast is also on the NewsSpin Facebook page as well as the NewsSpin YouTube channel. Please like the video, share, subscribe to the NewsSpin YouTube channel and click the notification bell to help the NewsSpin YouTube channel grow. My name is Timothy Poleon. We'll go up until about 2 o'clock and we'll be taking your calls at 452-2979, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026, 716-2026. Jante is here going through your comments in the chat rooms and she'll be providing us with some updates. Don't you worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Famous words extracted from Bob Marley's song. And it's one thing to hear it being recited by Bob Marley. But when a politician tells you everything is gonna be all right, you know that you have to expect the exact opposite. And everything could be all right, but it's for the politician, particularly the politicians who are in office. Your Prime Minister and Minister for Finance and SSDF, etc. Your Deputy Prime Minister, Cabinet of Ministers, they're doing fine. So, from their vantage point, everything is gonna be all right. And while they are singing this tune, what are you, ordinary Joe Blow, the plebs, what are you up to? What are you doing? Can you really and truly sing that song with a joy in your heart and really believe that everything is going to be all right? Everything is going to be all right as far as your safety is concerned? Say that to a gentleman, I think, who was shot and injured last evening, either during or moments after that SLP meeting on the Castries Market steps. Everything is going to be all right as far as the high prices are concerned. Everything is going to be all right for you in terms of health care. And your ability to travel to Martinique, nearby Martinique, to get quality health care, emergency services, if those services are not available in St. Lucia. Everything is going to be all right for you in terms of getting approval in a timely basis from the Development Control Authority if you want to construct a little home. And so much red tape lingering your project, making it tardy. When those people are in authority, pick up the phone, call certain officials, and everything is all right. So don't let the politicians fool you, particularly those who are in office right now. They have every reason to believe that everything is gonna be all right. They have their security at their disposal. Think of it. High price of petrol. Don't care about this. Don't care about the price of crude oil in the world market. Because all they know is how to do coconut oil. So they don't care. So at the pump, how does that affect them? Well, the traveling allowances are being taken care by you. So against that background, everything is going to be all right. And let's hear the Prime Minister singing or trying to sing this track. Famous track by Bob Marley.
About your thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds beside my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody clear and young, singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause everything gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause everything gonna be alright. Rose up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds beside my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody pure and true, saying, this is my message to you.
This is no laughing matter, you know. This is serious stuff. This is the land of Sir Arthur Lewis and Derek Walcott. Can you believe that? Can you imagine, amidst all what is happening right now, if this was the case over in Barbados? Mere mortally rub it into the faces of Barbadians. People who went to the University of the West Indies, the lecturers, the newspaper columnists, educated people of Barbados. Everything is going to be all right. Can you imagine Dr. Holness doing that in Jamaica, in St. Lucia? It is not only permissible, it is tolerated, it's accepted. And your prime minister, my prime minister, there's so many things that warrant his attention, warrant him explaining to us. He's not doing it. Instead, what he's doing is cherry picking what issues to discuss. He's the one calling the shots. And no so-called civil society, not so-called intellect in our St. Lucian society, the dispassionate in the St. Lucian society, no such individual will ask the Prime Minister to answer some critical questions and to explain certain things. Not from the perspective of the opposition, but the perspective of St. Lucians who are curious, who are concerned, who are worried, and who better to provide them the answers but the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. Instead, the Prime Minister would say things like, if you have a little problem, referring there to parading of SSDF checks and the scandal surrounding this, he described it as a little problem. You need not go overseas, as is being done by the leader of the opposition. You write a letter to the Prime Minister, you copy it to those relevant agencies that are providing financial assistance to the SSDF, because, you know, if you were to only send that letter to the Prime Minister, might respond, might not take action at all. Because up to a day like today, you are not aware that some kind of audit is being carried out into the operations of the SSDF, because you have not been informed. But based on the exchange of letters between the leader of the opposition and the Prime Minister, you get the impression that one such audit is taking place. So he can't even inform you, can't even let you know about your SSDF, what is taking place there. Never addressed it during an address to the nation, and also last evening, never addressed it to the faithfuls, the colorfuls, and by extension, those of you who are watching via social media and listening, never addressed to you, the St. Lucian public. So he's the one who's giving his story, politicizing it, winnowing it how he wants, and letting you know what he believes is of critical importance to you. He does not provide you with all the facts and then for you to come to a conclusion. So the leader of the opposition wrote a letter to the Prime Minister dated July the 28th, 2026. And this is the letter to the Prime Minister and also to the Director of Finance, Mr. Imran Williams, who is also the Deputy Chairman of the St. Lucia Social Development Fund. And it reads, Dear Prime Minister and Director of Finance, regarding independence and oversight of the SSDF audit, I write further to my previous correspondence regarding the governance and financial management of the St. Lucia Social Development Fund, SSDF. This is my fourth letter on these matters, and to date, none have been acknowledged and or replied to by the Director of Finance. Since my last correspondence, the country has been confronted with the Sex for Checks scandal, in which publicly available information suggests that a minister of government had access to signed blank SSDF checks and personally delivered them to two individuals. These developments directly reinforce the unresolved concerns I previously raised regarding the transfer and use of public funds from the Citizenship by Investment Program CIP via the Economic Fund, including the legal authority for such transfers and their intended purpose. I have been informed that an audit of the SSDF is currently underway. While this action is both necessary and welcomed, the seriousness of these recent allegations requires that the process be demonstrably independent, impartial, and beyond reproach. Public confidence is as important as the audit itself. Accordingly, it would be most prudent that neither the SSDF board, its members, nor its senior management should be involved in appointing auditors or determining the terms of reference, as this would create a clear perception of conflict, where those potentially subject to scrutiny are directing the process. Moreover, given the gravity of the matter, consideration should also be given to the appointment of an independent commission of inquiry. At minimum, the audit should be commissioned and supervised independently by the Director of Audit or under a framework agreed with the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, or another suitably independent body. I wish to specifically refer to the Director of Finance, who simultaneously serves as Chairman of the Economic Fund and Deputy Chairman of the SSDF. In light of these rules, and given that the audit may examine decisions involving both entities, I respectfully submit that you, the Director of Finance, should recuse yourself from all involvement in selecting auditors, approving terms of reference, supervising the audit, or participating in any decisions relating to its conduct or findings. This is not an allegation of wrongdoing, but a matter of ensuring the appearance and reality of independence. Accordingly, I request clarification on the following. 1. Whether an audit of the SSDF has commenced. 2. How was the audit commissioned? 3. How was the audit firm selected? 4. What are the specific terms of reference governing the audit? 5. Whether the Director of Audit has been invited to oversee or participate. 6. Whether the CDB or any other independent body has been engaged for oversight. 7. Whether the Director of Finance will recuse himself from all audit-related decisions, given his roles in the Economic Fund and SSDF. These issues concern the stewardship of public funds, legal compliance, and the integrity of public institutions, and must be treated with the requisite urgency and importance. It is therefore essential that the process adopted be transparent, independent, and capable of restoring public confidence. I look forward to your early response. Yours sincerely, Alan Chasney, Leader of the Opposition, and CC to the Director of Audit, the President of the Caribbean Development Bank, Ambassador of the United States, Bridgetown, Barbados, Ambassador, Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, French Ambassador of the French Embassy, representatives of civil society organizations. Now, we have now a letter in response, and that is coming from the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. Let me see if I could access this letter right now. That is response to the letter that was sent to the Prime Minister on the 28th of July. And the Prime Minister's response is dated July, I think it was July 30th. That would be yesterday. And I will read to you the response coming from the Prime Minister. Office of the Prime Minister, Graham Lucy Administrative Building, Castries, etc. July 30th, 2026. Honorable Alan Chasney, Leader of the Opposition. And it says there, I refer to your most recent letter. As usual, your letter is full of inaccuracies and laced with venom and bad faith. 1. The matter referred to are the complaints of one individual and currently being investigated by the police. 2. Audits are the responsibility of management of organizations. By their very nature, auditors are independent and rely on professional standards. Boards are involved when management letters and sign-off on financial statements and reports are required. Your assertions, as usual, continue to impugn the character of individuals, while you dream with the hope of destroying St. Lucia so you can rule the ashes. By your letter, you have insulted the entire fraternity of chartered and certified auditors and accountants. I hope they remember. It continues there. I think that's it. And the letter is copied to the Director of Audit, the Caribbean Development Bank, the President of the Caribbean Development Bank, Ambassador United States, Embassy Barbados, Ambassador in the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Ambassador French Embassy, and representatives of civil society. And you wonder why. In the first instance, the Leader of the Opposition has to copy that letter to the President of the CDB, ambassadors from Taiwan, Barbados, etc. 1, because those agencies finance the operations of the SSDF, put monies in their coffers so that they could be fairly distributed to the poor and needy people of St. Lucia. And also, somehow, as a so-called independent nation, we cannot police ourselves. It always deserves the interventions of some outside force. So if we can conduct ourselves intelligently and honestly, the Americans sometimes would intervene. Remember, impacts on alleged extrajudicial killings, etc. The U.S. would punish us, withdraw certain advantages to citizens, key citizens. You no longer have a visa. Precious to so many of you in government and government ministers, etc. So they have to intervene. In other words, the white man, the white woman must always step in to tell us and to force us to do what is right for ourselves. We can't do it on our own. So don't let the politicians fool you when they say, for example, if you have a little problem, it's a little problem that we have regarding the parading of checks on social media. You call that a little problem, is because that is not your money. If it's your money, it's a big problem. So you call it a little problem. You know, it's like one year, a particular time, I was going to school and some guy gave me a callot. And I went to the principal. The guy says, man, a little callot, you know. So don't intervene outside people. Don't intervene. Don't cause other people to intercede on your behalf. It's because I suspect the leader of the opposition knows, as has been demonstrated, the authorities will not budge on this. They will not conduct a thorough investigation to get to the bottom of that matter, because it does not involve a little man from Marsha, a little man from Dennery, a little man from the Mang, a little man from Fuasho. When it involves those people, arrest him, take him to court, don't give him bail, send him to Bordelais. He's there suffering behind bars for several months, some cases several years, and he is forgotten. We are not casting aspersion. We are not passing judgment. We're saying that move within at a reasonable pace. Take the people in your confidence. Communicate with them directly. Don't pappy show them. Don't tell them everything is going to be all right, because for you it's a foregone conclusion with regard to the outcome. Let us listen now to the Deputy Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Dr. Ernest Hilaire, taking issue with the leader of the opposition, not only penning that letter to the Prime Minister and the Director of Finance, but also copying the letter to outside interests.
I saw a letter today. Alan Shastri is writing to the Prime Minister about issues he sees wrong with things happening. But you know what was noticeable about that letter? He copied to every ambassador in St. Lucia. He copied to every embassy. He copied to Caribbean Development Bank. He copied to the EU. He copied to the United Nations. He copied it everywhere. Why would you? We have our little issues going on in our country, our little differences. Why would you write a letter to the Prime Minister and copy to everybody all over the world? Why? And it's not the first time he has done that. Every time something happens in St. Lucia, you know what they do? They send WhatsApp messages to all embassies all over the world, two par two, to tell everybody how bad things are in St. Lucia. Why are they doing it? Tell me. Why? We always told you that they would burn down the house if they believe it would get them into power. They would destroy St. Lucia. Why would you have made Martinez your friend? And for you to go all New York with Guy Joseph and them to go take evidence. Evidence. Why would you have gone and put this country, all that it went through with the Martinez case? Because you want to destroy the reputation of St. Lucia. And he's not going to stop. I want you, all labor soldiers, all labor supporters, to be on alert.
Just out there from the island's Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ernest Hilaire. Also speaking on SSDF, because I think there are a number of St. Lucians who would have gone to the Castries Market steps. Not primarily because they just wanted to hear things from the platform and agree with what was being said automatically, but because they wanted some questions answered. And they wanted those critical issues, like SSDF checks and so on, to be addressed by the man who is the minister with responsible for the SSDF. Never forget that. The Prime Minister, Philip J. Pierre, is responsible for the SSDF. And if he were not responsible for the SSDF directly, as he is, He is also the minister with responsibility for the nation's finances. So here is the Prime Minister on SSDF.
So, SSDF. You know what SSDF is? SSDF is an organization that merged the Poverty Reduction Fund with the Basic Needs Trust Fund to create an avenue to improve the lives of the ordinary people of St. Lucia. So what does SSDF do? Any one of you in this audience, any one of you can go to your parliamentary representative if you want a little soulagement. If you have a medical problem, you want to go and get a CT scan, you have a problem with your child, you can go to your parliamentary representative, and if he has the allocation, he can help you through SSDF to improve your quality of life. And that is what they do not like. So they want to destroy SSDF. They want to destroy it because they do not want us to be able to assist you. That is the question. So when you hear them on radio and television and Facebook, you know what we do? We come back to the people. So when they're on Facebook, and they're on radio, we come back to the people. That's what we do. We come back to the people, my brothers and sisters. We come back to the people when they're on radio and television lying on us, when they're writing letters. And Dr. Hiller told you, if you have a little internal problem, if you have an internal problem, the first thing you will do, you think you will write everybody, you write embassies, you write the Caribbean Development Bank, a bank that must help us to improve the quality of life of our people. You write the French embassy, you write the Taiwanese who help us, who have given 48 scholarships this year to your children to go to school. You write all these people to spoil the name of St. Lucia so they can stop helping you in the SSDF. Is that a man who cares about the people of St. Lucia? Think about that. They want to destroy the SSDF because the SSDF is an organization that helps you, the people of St. Lucia. But I'll tell you something. They can jump high, they can jump low. The SDF will continue, and the SSDF will continue to help the people of St. Lucia.
The island's Prime Minister, Minister with responsibility for the SSDF, as well as Minister with responsibility for Finance, Philip J. Pierre, addressing SLP faithfuls last evening outside the Castries Market Steps. Time now for your calls at 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Standing by Jante to go through some of your comments in the chat rooms. And I have a WhatsApp message which reads, Tim, I don't know where is my sweet St. Lucia heading down what path. Minister scandal and nothing. Lucians a special bunch. To the government of St. Lucia, I'm urging you to take the allegations involving the minister seriously. The people of St. Lucia deserve transparency, accountability, and confidence in their government. If there is an active investigation, why has the minister not been placed on administrative leave until it is completed? Allowing the minister to remain in office while serious allegations are being investigated can undermine public trust in the process. I also call on the Prime Minister to show strong leadership. If the investigation confirms wrongdoing, or if the minister's continued presence in office damages the integrity of the government, then it is time for the Prime Minister to remove the minister from the cabinet. No one should be above accountability. The people of St. Lucia deserve a government that upholds the highest standards of integrity and acts in the best interest of the nation. Respectfully, a concerned citizen. 452-2979, your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Again, 716-2026. And let us see if we have some more of your WhatsApp messages to go through. What are you saying? Okay, let us see if we have a call. Good afternoon. This is NewsSpin, you on the air. Hello?
Good afternoon, Mr. Tim.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Mr. Tim, it took me a while to call your show or the program or the best monitor talk show in the world. You know, I mean, I talk a lot time of election, you know, and it is up. But St. Lucia is my country, and I have to put a voice out. Listening to the clip you played there about the Prime Minister. Mr. Prime Minister, I'll send a message for you, my brother, as a Lucian, a citizen of St. Lucia. You're still running a campaign talk. That's not what the people want to hear, my brother. The SSDF, you keep on playing the people head, and I heard some people in the audience clapping and yeah. I want to know what help you have give the people of St. Lucia on SSDF. Tell us. Stop playing those games, my brother. I listened to Dr. Ernest Hille talking about Alan Shastney writing this and writing that. My brother, you went to Dominica on a platform and disrespect us, my brother. You understand what I'm telling you? So I don't know. RC Boys School I went to, you know. And you all fellas have all your degrees. You all just forget. Stop playing politics with the people of St. Lucia brain. You listen to me? You're always giving step program. I'm not a step program, man. I'm a welder. I'm proud to say that. You're always giving step program in front of the election non-stop. When last you will give the people a bright? Till Richard Frederick say, it costing the country too much money. Give the step program to the council or whatever people. And listening to the man and just running his mouth and talking about they want to fool you and playing tricks and playing politics. When you all will stop, my brother, you all was there for 5 years. Another election running. The last time when I see they put in pressure, Philip JP saying, you all want us to go back to the to the election thing again, like to call. Monsieur, what's going on in our country? I got to tell you something. Not because of I wasn't talking, I'm not listening, you know. I support in United Workers' Party. My reason is because of that's the only government I see that's feeling the people cry, Gasa. The only time Labour Party know us in St. Lucia is when they're not in office, and I'll keep on saying that till I die. Once you're in government, you all don't carry the people. You know what I mean? The last time you take a heap of people go by the St. Jude and pretend and all in red and talking about St. Jude going to open. What about St. Jude, my brother? You see what I'm telling you? We're backward in this country. Gasa. And I seen some people have the voice to speak and they're afraid to speak because of they're thinking if they speak, the government will not give them a little day's work. I'm a ageable man. I'm still young. Not flambeau, not labor that making me eat her bread. You see what I'm saying? I'm a self-employed welder. I know they have work to do. I don't care if that. It's not about me, it's about us. And I'm sending a message for the Prime Minister, Philip JP. That's to stop playing politics in the people's brain. They put you there, you're on your second term. I don't see what you do the first 5 years, you don't do nothing. You know what I mean? You didn't find St. Lucia in your pandemic like Alan Shastney. You see what I'm saying? And I go tell you something, like it or not, the only man I see that could bring St. Lucia back alive is Alan Michael Shastney. And they know that. That's why they play politics with his color. You see what I'm saying there? Right now you're hearing in St. Lucia, I will not give me 2 more minutes. You're hearing people in St. Lucia saying they're not getting trade people, they're not getting trade men, or trade. You know why? All of them go and work in the hotel, my brother. They don't even learn a trade. They're working in a hotel. Who they working for? The white man. You know what I mean? If Alan Shasnam was moving racist with us in St. Lucia, first person that would have put a voice out is me. And I proud to say that my name is Thomas Eugene. That's my country. I would have put a voice out and say, boy, we don't want Alan Shasnam. But I think that's one of the most humble man in St. Lucia. Trying to push us. I could just all them market step like just run on politics. That's a BF call. Bon.
Okay, caller. Thank you so much for your contribution. 452-2979. Your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Again, 716-2026. Let me turn my attention now to you, Jante. Let's find out what's happening in the chat room.
Good afternoon, Tim. Starting off on YouTube, our first comment reads, only on the market steps the PM shows confidence, unfortunately. Mr. Philip only knows how to talk and play politics on the market steps. PJP said everything will be alright. He referred to high gas prices, increased water bills, scandals, visas for UK, high crime rates, potholes, SSDF, and CIP audited financial reports. Another YouTube commentary reading, Hile Uniche, you call those little issues? How many are getting the help that they deserve? Over on Facebook, our first comment reads, PJP said he's not talking to reporters, but he went on the market steps to vomit, shaking my head. Telling them what they want to hear, but never the truth. Don't worry, just dance and forget your worries. We have another comment here saying, at least Tim, the leader of the opposition, got a response because the letter was copied to regional and international organizations. Therefore, I'm in agreement to copying outside agencies because sometimes you have to burn a whole house to deal with a roach. Why? Because the SRP government refuses to be honest, transparent, and accountable. That's why. Ask yourselves, the ordinary man, if your lives are being improved. A few comments here reading, Lucians love a freeness. Team freeness, Kawashi, duh. PJP, you should sing It's Not an Easy Road. Philip J. Pierre is an enabler. He said, when the investigation was done, he will deal with RF in Parliament. We have more comments from our Facebook page reading, why are they campaigning? Ask PJP how many times did Shas write him about the audit of SSDF before he sent the letter which was copied to everyone. I'm organizing a search party to help look for the point of last night's meeting. We have another commenter saying, no hospital, no bandage, no medication, no water, nothing at all, but everything is going to be alright. Shameless shambles. This man is way too political and petty. He had St. Lucia in campaign mode for the previous 5 years and now aims to keep up for another 5.
Thank you so much, Jante, for that update. A WhatsApp message reads, how laughable. So now we have a singing prime minister. Everything is going to be all right. I listened to this so-called meeting. There was nothing of substance that these guys gave. No questions were answered as usual. They're doing what they do before best, deflecting from issues that are very serious. Everything is going to be all right. I can't believe that people were clapping for these guys. It is so shameful. And let us go through some more of your WhatsApp messages, and we'll see if we have a call on the landline in the meantime. But let's see. Okay, let's take a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air. Hello? Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Okay, I think we have lost that call. Let's see if we can go through a WhatsApp message. And somebody says there via WhatsApp. Okay, let's take a call. Good afternoon, you're on the air.
Okay, you can hear me, right?
Loud and clear.
Okay, Tim, how can you tell if somebody's lying?
Caller, you check the facts. You listen to what they're saying, and you conduct your investigations, and then to see whether it's gelling with reality.
Someone once told me always try to listen to what they're not saying, Tim. He was asked a question during something was going on and it had to do with the family of the girl who was killed or something, and they asked him that the reporter, the foreign reporter, you remember? Yeah. And they asked him about the guy said he spent a week with the family. and he even knew their names of the different family members. And he asked Mr. Pierre a question: Have you done, or have you made contact? Or
and he said more than that.
Right. Now that's what I'm getting to. Are we not entitled, or should we not know what the more than that was? Whether it's one item, two items, whatever the more than that was. I mean, he's dodgy. Secondly, I listened to the two people spoke, him and Mr. Hiller. And if somebody is funding you money, and like you rightly said a while ago, and I kind of agree with you, because if those are the people funding that organization, SSDF, and they do not know what is going on with that money, the only way, you see, they make it sound like he's telling those foreign people that to destroy St. Lucia, but if they don't do that, how will those people know what's going on with their money?
Okay, they not only know, caller. When those people get those letters, they go through it, they say, boy, is that garbage? Doesn't it make sense? Should I carry out my own due diligence? Should I look out for certain things? That's what they do. They will not automatically believe what is in that letter, considering it's coming from a politician. You understand what I'm saying? All right, they're trying to get to the bottom of what is being written there to see if it's worth their time. So it's not automatic. They'll say, yes, I believe. There's some scandal there at the SSDF and monies are missing, etc. There's corruption there, etc. That's not how those guys operate.
But Tim, it's because you're on a higher scale of business or in their positions. If you personally giving somebody money and you find out from somebody else that money is being used to go and drink from, is just being wasted or something like that. It didn't buy food. It was used for something that it was supposed to better the life of the person, yes. But the means by which it was bettering that person's life, also bettering the person that has the money, he's taking his portion. But that money was not trying to get nothing out of it. That money was supposed to go to the person directly and then documented. That's what it was for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I know I am a company giving you money and I'm hearing, then I obviously, like you said, do your investigation.
You have
but
to
it
account.
It won't be wrong for me to be hearing that because I know it's my money that I'm helping you with. And if I stop, it will be because people don't respect the help you're getting. I mean, if you're going to squander it like that, then why would I continue to give? And why shouldn't I not know?
And also, why should the government be afraid? Take issue, with the leader of the opposition copying that letter to the CDB. If you have nothing to hide, well, go ahead. I mean, go ahead, copy the letter, go ahead. No problem in that.
That's what I'm saying. But you see, they feel offended because they may eventually get a letter saying, is this true? Are y'all guys really doing it? Why aren't you telling the people so the people know you're not hiding? So they would even hear our authority people here telling our people and showing the transparency of it to even gain more confidence. But they're digging a hole. These people are not stupid. But another way to know if a man lying, when he's talking, I would like him to come on the screen and don't look at the reporters when they're answering the questions. Don't look at the reporters. Look directly into the camera lens. Let's see your eyes. Because you notice that when those people are talking and reporters are, even when you all do NewsSpin, when you all do what you call it there,
the street vibes.
The street vibes. Have them face the camera. You're talking to the people. I didn't come here with a microphone for you to tell me. Tell the people. So look into the camera. The people are watching.
Okay, caller. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. WhatsApp message. Tim, please let the party hacks know that they are the only ones who want to wait for the police investigation. Since when do we have such an accountable police force? We cannot wait for the police officers. Remember, Joy waited on them. People of St. Lucia, where are your morals? Country before party. People, when something is wrong, you need to not take sides. You are not helping the party you claim that you are loyal to. Accountability is necessary. Let's not be fools. The people are working in their interest. Party hacks, Let's be country hacks. Let's take our country's business into our hands. There is so much going on. Why is the Prime Minister addressing us on the market steps? Is he addressing his party people or the nation? Prime Minister, more respect for your people. For the record, the only reason I did not vote SLP this time around is because this minister in question today was a candidate. If you can present such a candidate in your party, I will not be a part of it. I will not turn a blind eye to this energy that was allowed to pervade. We need to take a stand. If you don't take a stand, you're part of the problem. News flash, party hacks. They are taking advantage of your ignorance. Wake up, party hack. Let's be country hacks. And let's see if we can go through some more of your WhatsApp messages. And somebody says there, Tim, but he only copied the fourth letter. Everyone is missing that. He did not copy the first three. Because he did not receive a reply, he wrote again, and this time he copied them. All right, we have a lot of WhatsApp messages plus a lot of your calls coming in, but time for a commercial break on this, the most monitored talk show in the world. Information coming from the briefcase announcing the temporary closure. Please be informed that the briefcase is currently closed. They have been closed from Tuesday, the 28th of July 2026, and that is until the 12th of August 2026. The briefcase will reopen on Thursday, August 13th, 2026, and they'd like to apologize for inconvenience this may cause and would like to thank you for your understanding. Still to come, you'll be hearing from APA and a whole lot more.
Advance your career at Lightspark Training with a globally recognized certification. Conveniently located on High Street, Castries, Lightspark offers a wide range of programs to make the most of your career. Certifications in project management, risk management, quality management, marketing, ACC accounting, human resources, Microsoft, Cisco, and IT technician certification, graphic design, web design, and programming. Complete a diploma in accounting in 6 months or a bachelor's degree in just over a year. Call us today at 451-8918 or visit us at www.lightspark.com.
Are you looking for premium quality, frozen fresh at an unbeatable price? Visit Kenty's today, your one-stop shop for wholesale and retail liquor and frozen foods. Now fully stocked with chicken wings, chicken legs, chicken necks, pigtails, turkey wings, and so much more. Visit Kenty's on Chaussee Road today or give them a call at 461-3446. Kenty's, frozen fresh, great prices, and service you can trust.
Prepare for the hurricane season by ensuring trees and other objects on your property won't get tangled in overhead wires. Be careful. Ensure ladders and tools don't come within 10 feet of power lines. If a tree is near electrical lines, don't try to trim it yourself. Contact Lucelec at 452-2165 or 454-6617. Be smart, stay safe.
Lazarus's Funeral Home is here for you. Lazarus's Private Cemetery offers a peaceful resting place for your loved ones. With tranquil settings, visitation, and reflection, we believe in the compassionate care of all our departed loved ones. Lazarus's Private Cemetery, let us help you create a final resting place. Make it special. Make it Lazarus's Funeral Home, your friend in a time of need. Payment plans are available for tombs. Call us in Vidbute at 452-7491 or in New Dock Road, VA4, 454-6555.
Epic Events and Events St. Lucia presents St. Lucia Mercury Fest Weekend, August 14th to 16th. A unique crossover event linking the English and French Caribbean. Saturday, Mercury Fest at Pigeon Island Beach, featuring Merrill, Fanny J, DJ MJ, and top regional DJs. Sunday, the Boca Run along St. Lucia's spectacular West Coast for a chance to win 5,000 euros. Tickets available at 4circlestickets.com, Bezook.com, The Cell, and 6 Car Rental in the Rodney Bay Marina. Follow us on social media. St. Lucia Mercury Fest Weekend, supported by St. Lucia Tourism Authority.
The very popular Catcher Day is back, and the buzz is going around like a busy bee. And it makes sense because customers are guaranteed 15% off on all Kasha machines. People have been itching to hear this news and it's finally here. The dates, August 28th and 29th, 2026. The place is Europa Hardware in Masad. The event is Kasha Day for the fathers, men and ladies too. Everyone wants to pay less and get more. This is your time. Vacuum cleaners, pressure washers, steam cleaners, upholstery cleaners, carpet cleaners, floor scrubbers and more. Don't say if I knew. Now you know. 452-0763 Europa.
Now is the time to head up. Join us at the Bellevue Hotel Rooftop Lounge for the Rooftop After Work Lime, happening every last Thursday from June through November. We kick things off Thursday, June 25th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Come through for sunset views, team cocktails, good music, great people, and the kind of lime that makes you forget about that work email. Bring your crew, meet somebody new, and enjoy a different seasonal vibe every month. Entry is US $40 per person. Space is limited, so don't get left downstairs. Call 456-1800 to reserve your spot. The Rooftop After Work Lime at Bellevue Hotel. Your new favorite way to end the month.
Every day, the pain is still there. Back, neck, shoulder, hip, chronic arthritis, pain down your leg to your toes, or heel pain when you put your foot on the ground. You've tried many things, but nothing works. Waiting will only make it worse. At La Clinique du Corps, we find the real cause of your pain using advanced MRI scans from head to toes with no radiation for more accurate results. Our specialist doctors provide faster diagnosis and effective treatment. Less pain, better movement, better life. All insurance is accepted. Call now before it gets worse. 451-6559, that's 451-6559, or WhatsApp 721-9950. WhatsApp 721-9950. La Clinique du Corps. Stop suffering. Start living.
Fast Pay, a new and easy way to pay. Fast Pay, Fast Pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
FastPay, 2 minutes and you're on your way.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Night Meds is your dependable neighborhood pharmacy. You'll notice that upon entry, you are greeted by caring professional staff, attentive to your every need. Your prescriptions are always treated with a high degree of confidentiality, and we pride ourselves on providing speedy, efficient service. We carry a wide array commonly requested over-the-counter products, and our prices are very competitive. We offer blood pressure testing, blood sugar, and cholesterol testing. We're open to fill your prescriptions Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Come visit Sadu's gas station on the Miku Highway or call us at 572-6840 or WhatsApp 461-6840 for more information. Night Meds Pharmacy. We are your community med store.
An supposé, ça c'est dernier kwas gloa. Un temps set lisi, tant ka wem ka vini pli long, ek pli wed, ek sous glo nou ka cheche. Ek la plia ka tobe pli fort, ek pli te wib. Ça ka dommage kay nou, ek système glo nou. Mais nous sa changer ça. Nous sa conserver de l'eau et protéger sous de l'eau nous. Chaque ti démarche nous point ça wede. Wasko ka travaille ensemble et puis agent pour manager sous de l'eau et ka mettre pour assurer de l'eau en temps qui ka venir. Mais nous besoin si pauvre. Ensemble nous sa protéger de l'eau nous, santé nous et ka assurer de l'eau pour l'autre génération. Un petit pas, ça mène gros changement. On nous protéger glo nous et la vie nous pour tant qui ka vini. Pour plus d'informations, visitez wascostlucia.com.
St. Lucia, are you ready? The Kings are back. This August, come experience the excitement of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League cricket as the St. Lucia Kings light up the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. Join us on August 12th, 14th, 16th, 19th and 21st from 7 p.m. Come for the cricket, come for the entertainment, come for the music, the vibes, the food and the unforgettable atmosphere. Bring your friends, bring your family, and wear your King's colors with pride as we defend our home turf. St. Lucia Kings, one nation, one pride. Get your tickets now and be part of the action at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground.
That is why I pay my $500 to put myself as an independent candidate to show you all I ain't working with no corruption. I work with who good. Who do good at the moment I work with you. Who do bad I put in pressure on you. Don't come and tell me nothing. It's not about APA. It's about St. Lucia, Rasta. I don't have visa. I don't have green card. I don't have no intention of going foreign with nobody. It's here I stay in Rasta. So that's why I'm talking so prolific and with such humanity for my country. Yeah. When things get out, you can pay, you'll have a visa, you'll have a green card, you're running in America, you're running in England, but you can't escape the judgment, Rasta. By your works you shall be judged. Even though you leave your country and you go and settle in another country, the works will reach you, Rasta. The judgment go reach you all. So Lucians like and you'll be realistic in them things, Rasta. As Sarah Flood said, this is the time of good and evil. Select your side and select it with purpose, Rasta. Rasta Cherry, if you're a Rasta man and you live for righteousness, follow Rasta for Rasta. You understand? But if you want to play well, you want to follow them dirty politicians and be a politician and because they give you a little bribe, a little check, a little work, a little something, that is your problem. But I stand for Rastafari. Yeah. I stand for Rastafari. And I don't fear no evil. No evil.
Calvin, Appa, Edward. Good afternoon to you, Jante. Let's find out what's happening in the chat rooms.
Good afternoon, Tim. Starting off on YouTube, our first comment reads, tirelessly tired of the Prime Minister and his bunch of coward supporters who help support them in stupidness. Tim, that issue should not be investigated by police, period. I am happy that the letter was copied to the CDB. Over on Facebook, we have a comment reading, this is the response from the Prime Minister. What a waste of time. Timothy put the email addresses in the chat room. This is the response from the Prime Minister. Tim, I don't think they sent that letter to anyone other than Mr. Shasney. The letter addressed nothing. He'll a little problem when our taxpayer money is being given out. Really? We have another comment saying, Tim, you will have to speak to your management, asking them to move the radio station to the market steps. That's the only way you might be able to get our PM to speak to the people of St. Lucia. SLP knows how to fool the people. You mean after 5 years and all the billions collected from CIP and fuel, all the millions that have been borrowed, you are still telling me that everything is going to be okay? I thought I would have heard that everything is more than okay. A few comments are reading, caller, Peep refused to explain. Where's the SSDF monies gone to? This government knows very well that they cannot stand up to the scrutiny of international communities. Only in St. Lucia, the nonsense that goes on could be given a pass. It's only now some of y'all are calling wolf because your hands are not in the cookie jar. Wasn't money being mismanaged by the cheese stands alone? We have more comments from our Facebook page reading, Lala Landers, Alan cannot win any election. Allow him to move on or else UWP will go to hell. Why is Dr. Kenny Anthony so quiet? All concerned patriotic St. Lucians should be writing external organizations to expose corruption that is going on in this government. And our final comment so far, they claimed that they won 16-1, but the one have them going mad. They are afraid of the one.
Thank you so much, Jante, for that update. We'll see if we have a call via the landline, but first we have a WhatsApp message. It reads, there have been several reports that St. Lucian women who hold valid U.S. visas are being denied entry into the United States, with some suggesting that previous childbirths in the U.S. may be a contributing factor. If these reports are accurate, they raise important questions for citizens who frequently travel to the U.S. Has the government of St. Lucia received any official communication from U.S. authorities regarding this matter? If so, will the government provide guidance to citizens who may be affected? An official update would be helpful in clarifying the situation, addressing public concern, and enabling citizens to make informed decisions before booking travel or incurring unnecessary expenses. That's according to a WhatsApp message. We have another message, and this one reads, among all these recent allegations concerning the SSDF, we have not heard anybody asking for it to be shut down. Yet last night on the market steps, the opposition is being accused of wanting to shut down the SSDF. If an organization is being mismanaged, isn't it fair to ask for those in charge to be more accountable? Or is the Prime Minister insinuating that if the allegations are found to be true, that he is willing to shut down the organization instead of reprimanding those who mismanaged them? Let's wait and see. That's according to a WhatsApp message. Another one says, Mr. Commissioner, please do the right thing concerning that matter, because this thing is widely monitored to avoid the hot water, and it should be done sooner rather than later. Again, according to a WhatsApp message. Let's see if we have some more of your messages to go through. And somebody says there via WhatsApp, Tim, once again, the Prime Minister and his SLP colleagues, instead of dealing decisively and responsibly with the damning allegations regarding the misuse of SSDF checks, as well as sexual misconduct on the part of someone and reputational damage that these allegations of corruption and bad governance has done to our country, they have resorted to their usual distraction tactics based on a racial hatred of the leader of the opposition, which has been their main strategy and playbook over the last two elections, based on a racial hatred against the leader of the opposition. So they focus instead on the reaction of the leader of the opposition and completely ignore the actions of the housing minister and the failure of the Prime Minister, who continues to conveniently hide behind a scapegoat that the matter is under investigation. Sadly, many in the public have little or no confidence in this investigation based on our experience to date with this administration so far with investigations. We clearly need outside help given the gravity of this case. We are still waiting for the cause of death of Officer Tyson, the outcome of the briefcase matter, and many others. We saw the shenanigans and interference at play by the Speaker in the matter with the reporter at the House of Parliament. Likewise, the matter in which the allegations of sexual misconduct of the Deputy Commissioner was handled leaves us with little confidence that this matter involving the Minister will be handled in a satisfactory manner. The Minister has publicly demonstrated his reach and influence over the police by telling us about his access to files and information from the police. That's according to a WhatsApp message. Let's see if we have another WhatsApp message to go through. And this WhatsApp message reads, just bear with me. I tried calling Tim because I wanted to share a brief message about misinformation and its dangers. The UWP is currently a weak organization, but we are St. Lucians. We must handle our own affairs, apply pressure, pound the pavement, organize, and put in the work. Do not go complaining to people who neither understand nor genuinely care about our concerns. The US $10 million they gave us is insignificant compared with the size of the economy. From their perspective, they are simply doing us a small favor. We should not allow outside interests to dictate our domestic affairs. Stories involving senior officials and directors around the world have increased exponentially. That makes it even more important to verify information carefully, question people's motives, and avoid spreading claims that have not been proven. As a cybersecurity professional, this is my advice for guarding against misinformation. Do not be easily misled in this age of AI-generated content and rapidly spreading falsehoods before believing or sharing anything. Ask, can this information be independently verified? Who posted it? Is the person or source reputable? Is the content genuine, or was it created to mislead people and cause division? That's according to a WhatsApp message. Let's try and see if we have some more of your messages. Please bear with me. Somebody says there, the Prime Minister said the UWP wanted to stop us from buying our items on Shin. Okay, according to a WhatsApp message. Another one, and this one reads, good afternoon, Mr. Philip J. Pierre. Who is the Prime Minister of St. Lucia? Is it Alan Chasney? It's time that you stop misleading St. Lucians and do what is necessary for us. The man is no longer in power. Again, that is according to a WhatsApp message. All right, let's take a call. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You are on the air. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Where?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Guys, every day I just miss a huge portion of the show when I try to call. Definitely the most monitored man. Your phone busy, so Timbo?
We have thousands of calls. We have lots of WhatsApp messages, and we have updates to go through via Facebook and YouTube. But go ahead with your contribution, caller.
I always feel blessed when I get the line, Tim.
Yes,
I always
sir.
feel blessed.
All right.
Anyways, Tim, please allow me to make my contribution. Tim, I do not. You see, the thing about St. Lucians, Tim, NewsSpin is an institution, and today we're teaching again. St. Lucians need to learn logical fallacies. Ad hominem is a new one for them today, right?
Yeah.
And ad hominem is a personal attack. So then if you and a person are having a discussion or someone is making a point, you do not attack their character personally. You attack the argument.
Yes.
Yesterday on your show, someone said that Sarah Flood is purportedly doing what she's doing for quote-unquote clout. Like she's trying to become relevant. I don't understand that, because the same thing has been said of myself. Whenever I make my opinions public, people say, oh, you try to gain relevance. Everybody is relevant, Tim. It's just like power. Just some people have more power than others. Everyone has the dynamic of power. Everybody is relevant in some way, shape, or form. So I don't get this relevancy. Anyways, big up Sarah and continue doing what you're doing. Not quoting. I think I'll name myself the atheist prophet, you know, because I'm not sure if you remember that I told you that the SLP government is going to mama guide the people of St. Lucia and slowly creep into the Alan Chasney administration built hospital and try to claim it as theirs. Yesterday someone called and made a very good observation. And when the poor young lady, again, they put her on TV parading her around, was showing you the diabetic center. The camera angles, Tim, you can clearly see that this is not one of the old bird cages. This is a new building. So why are you not being forthwith and telling the people, okay, we're going to use it? You know why you're not doing it? Because you call it the box. Yeah. And you say, oh, it's just an empty shell. And yada, yada, yada. And then you have your supporters who live in foreign countries calling and backing you up. Tim, I'm a sick person. I spend a lot of time in a hospital, Tim. Every hospital I have been to in North America is a box. Okay? Every hospital I have been to in North America is a box. And these hospitals were built in the 1940s, Tim. You see how much more advanced they are than us, Tim?
Yeah.
You see how much more advanced the rest of the world? The rest of the world is leaving us behind. No, they're not leaving the Caribbean behind. They are leaving St. Lucia behind. If you go to St. Vincent and check what they're doing, go to Dominica, see what they are doing, Tim. They're leaving us in the dust because we elected a small, maggot-minded government. Okay? They're fanatics. And as Spider put it yesterday, maybe I pronounced it wrong. They're sycophants. Okay? Put them there. to continue destroying the country because you're back half on. And finally, Tim, the church, you asked a question the other day as to why the church is silent. Me being an atheist, people are going to think, oh, I'm just criticizing the church, whatever. No. The church has a history of remaining silent on issues as such because the church, and if we're talking about the church and not just churches, people need to learn the distinction. The church is the Roman Catholic Church when people say the church. You get that, Tim?
Yeah.
Okay, the church and churches historically are heavily subsidized and funded by government. Okay? The church does not want to ruffle the feathers of the people who are keeping them open because as of lately, the pews are becoming more and more empty. Okay, Tim? So the church has a history of ignoring issues. That makes sense. I'll give you 3 examples. 1, Father Jean-Bertrand Aristide was excommunicated from the Catholic Church for his efforts to chase the money lenders out of and the robbers out of Haiti. They excommunicated him and banned him from serving Mass. Tim. Joseph Goebbels is the only Nazi to ever be excommunicated by the church. And you know why he was excommunicated, Tim? Not for crimes against humanity, for marrying a divorced Protestant woman. That was his only crime. And finally, Tim, Mother Teresa, Tim. Mother Teresa, when the Union Carbide plant blew up in Bhopal and Indian people lost their lives, you think she came out and condemned Union Carbide for a multinational corporation for doing shady business and compromising the safety of these people? No. She came out and she said to forgive. That's all the church is going to say to the people. So perhaps on this one, we should let the church stay out of this one for now. Okay, Tim?
All right, sir.
But anyways, big up Senior Rigobert. Anyway, he sit down, stand up or lay down in the world. Have a nice weekend, Tim and Amanda. Love you, St. Lucia. Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate your contribution. Let's see if we have some more of your WhatsApp messages. But it says that, Tim, it's over 5 months. I went upstairs, government building, applied for disability funds for my bedridden brother. I was told we'll give you a call soon, but up to now, no call. Philip JP, everything is for a time. All you do is lie to the citizens and the outside bodies, but you've been watched closely. That's according to a WhatsApp message. Another message reads, the Prime Minister and an officer from the fire department had a press conference on the fire at St. Jude. Okay, all right. Let's see there if we have another WhatsApp message. Another one says there, this is my second time asking the Prime Minister to participate in a debate. Tell him accept it. We can change the political atmosphere for good. I'm asking him to participate in this pilot project. Debates do not mean elections are always around the corner. Another WhatsApp message. Hi, Tim, just for the record, I want St. Lucians to know that it is only 2 of the 3 St. Jude boxes that are being used for the recently opened dialysis unit and physiotherapy department. These 2 buildings are the safest and up to standard buildings. Again, according to the WhatsApp platform. Okay, let's see if we have some more. All right, let me turn my attention to you, Jante, and let's find out what's happening in the chat rooms.
Starting off on YouTube, our first comment reads, Appa needs sponsorship for his videos. Is the letter published publicly? Are all the addresses visible? Philip Joseph, Pierre, your kingdom will come down. Another YouTube comment here reading, PJP chose to speak only when Alan Chastney does something. But he has nothing to say when his government officials do something. He is displacing Frederick's allegation actions onto Chastney. On Facebook, our first comment read, did the leader of the parliamentary opposition really write 3 previous letters to the Prime Minister? Is it true that the previous 3 were not acknowledged? If yes, why is there a response to the last one? Did Mr. Chastney forward the 3 previous letters to embassies? Mid found much amusement about making coconut oil, and the fools are clapping, not even realizing that it is them who pay the price at the pump. Alan Chastney, the one is only trying to keep the agency and government accountable and transparent about the handling of the contributions. But EH is trying to spin it and make it seem like he's trying to destroy the country. We have another comment saying, SLP government, we need transparency and accountability. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones, and if you can't take blows, brothers and sisters, don't throw blows. God sees and knows all things. The illiterates are pathetic. They are so easily manipulated with lies and baseless rhetoric.
Thank you so much, Jante. We have a call. Good afternoon. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air. Hello? Okay, we lost that call. The broadcast will continue in just a moment with more of your calls and your WhatsApp messages. This is the most monitored talk show in the world.
Advance your career at Lightspark Training with a globally recognized certification. Conveniently located on High Street, Castries, Lightspark offers a wide range of programs to make the most of your career. Certifications in project management, risk management, quality management, marketing, ACC accounting, human resources, Microsoft, Cisco, and IT technician certification, graphic design, web design, and programming. Complete a diploma in accounting in 6 months or a bachelor's degree in just over a year. Call us today at 451-8918 or visit us at www.lightspark.com.
Now is the time to head up. Join us at the Bellevue Hotel Rooftop Lounge for the Rooftop After Work Live, happening every last Thursday from June through November. We kick things off Thursday, June 25th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Come through for sunset views, team cocktails, good music, great people, and the kind of line that makes you forget about that work email. Bring your crew, meet somebody new, and enjoy a different seasonal vibe every month. Entry is US $40 per person. Space is limited, so don't get left downstairs. Call 456-1800 to reserve your spot. The Rooftop After Work Lime at Bellevue Hotel. Your new favorite way to end the month.
Every day, the pain is still there. Back, neck, shoulder, hip, chronic arthritis, pain down your leg to your toes, or heel pain when you put your foot on the ground. You've tried many things, but nothing works. Waiting will only make it worse. At La Clinique du Corps, we find the real cause of your pain using advanced MRI scans from head to toes with no radiation for more accurate results. Our specialist doctors provide faster diagnosis and effective treatment. Less pain, better movement, better life. All insurance is accepted. Call now before it gets worse. 451-6559, that's 451-6559, or WhatsApp 721-9950. WhatsApp 721-9950. La Clinique du Corps. Stop suffering. Start living.
We ready for the road. We ready for the road. We First National. Your next move bold. We ready for the road. We ready for the road. We First National Bank. Your next move bold. Get ready for your next ride with the drive ahead from First National Bank. Enjoy up to 100% financing and rock bottom interest rates on new vehicle loans. Because we're not only here for you, we're driving ahead with you. For the road, we First National Bank. Your next move bold. Visit one of our partner dealerships, any First National Bank branch, or firstnationalbankonline.com today. Promotion runs through November 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you looking for premium quality, frozen fresh at an unbeatable price? Visit Kenty's today, your one-stop shop for wholesale and retail liquor and frozen foods. Now fully stocked with chicken wings, chicken legs, chicken necks, pigtails, turkey wings, and so much more. Visit Kenty's on Chaussee Road today or give them a call at 461-3446. Kenty's, frozen fresh, great prices, and service you can trust.
Lucilec averti ou pour point précaution durant saison cyclone ça là. Mi un petit commission qui kaywen de ou protéger la vie ou ek propriétaire ou. Couiller Lucilec avant ou trim et bien couper pied bois qui pouet ligne électrique. Veillez pour ligne courant électrique avant ou monter l'échelle. Fait assurer l'échelle, scaffold et bout d'outils ou ka servi pas venir moins qui 10 pieds hors ligne courant électrique. Pas jamais servi appliance et ben outils qui ka servi courant électrique. des woies côté qui mouillé et ben en la pluie. Ça, c'était en commission hors de l'eau select.
Exceeding your expectations is what we strive for at Lazarus Funeral Home. Losing a loved one isn't something you can foresee. Since the beginning, affordability has been one of our priorities. Every day we're proving that burials don't have to be expensive. If cost is a factor in your time of bereavement, call Lazarus Funeral Home. We have coffins starting at $800 plus taxes. Nothing can cause more disappointment than poor quality. Help us help you. Keep your last memory of your loved one sacred. Make it special. Make it Lazarus Funeral Home, your friend in a time of need. Located at Bibliotheque Castries at 452-7491 and New Dock Road V4 at 454-6555.
Stop paying full price. With Flow, you can slash your bill in half. You heard right. Cut your mobile bill in half when you add mobile to internet. That's the most reliable Wi-Fi at home. Plus, all the data you need on the go. So don't wait. Double your connection and double your value for half the price. Add mobile to internet today. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
St. Lucia, are you ready? The Kings are back. This August, come experience the excitement of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League cricket as the St. Lucia Kings light up the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. Join us on August 12th, 14th, 16th, 19th and 21st from 7 p.m. Come for the cricket, come for the entertainment, come for the music, the vibes, the food and the unforgettable atmosphere. Bring your friends, bring your family, and wear your Kings colors with pride as we defend our home turf. St. Lucia Kings, one nation, one pride. Get your tickets now and be part of the action at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground.
The very popular Catch a Day is back, and the buzz is going around like a busy bee. And it makes sense because customers are guaranteed 15% off on all cash machines. People have been itching to hear this news, and it's finally here. The dates, August 28th and 29th, 2026. The place is Europa Hardware in Massad. The event is Catch a Day for the fathers, men and ladies too. Everyone wants to pay less and get more. This is your time. Vacuum cleaners, pressure washers, steam cleaners, upholstery cleaners, carpet cleaners, floor scrubbers, and more. Don't say if I knew. Now you know. 452-0763 Europa.
Epic Events and Events St. Lucia presents St. Lucia Mercury Fest Weekend, August 14th to 16th. A unique crossover event linking the English and French Caribbean. Saturday, Mercury Fest at Pigeon Island Beach, featuring Meryl, Fanny J, DJ MJ, and top regional DJs. Sunday, the Boca Run along St. Lucia's spectacular West Coast for a chance to win 5,000 euros. Tickets available at fourcirclestickets.com, bzook.com, The Cell, and 6 Car Rental in the Rodney Bay Marina. Follow us on social media. St. Lucia Mercury Fest Weekend, supported by St. Lucia Tourism Authority.
We are at the crossroads. We are at the crossroads in St. Lucia. What is happening now is a clear collision of good versus evil. We have been lukewarm for so long, Timothy. This is why I decided to take to the streets this time. I am not prepared to be lukewarm. I am not prepared to be lukewarm. St. Lucia is a country where God decided to place me. I may not do this in someone else's country, Timothy. I mean, I will not go to England and do this, to be honest with you. But Timothy, for this country, I will do it. For the people of this country, I will do it. For me to do my part to ensure that this country remains a safe place, remains a place that is known for good and not for evil, I am prepared to take a stand, Timothy.
Attorney at law and former government minister Mrs. Serafeld Bobra. She appeared on the DBS program News Maker Live on Wednesday of this week. We turn our attention to our NewsSpin question of the day. The NewsSpin question of the day, it reads, do you really believe that every little thing gonna be alright? Do you really believe that every little thing gonna be alright? The NewsSpin question of the day. You send lots of responses to this. We don't have sufficient time to go through them. Let me take a final report from you, Jante, regarding comments extracted from the chat rooms.
Starting off on YouTube, our first comment reads, SLP knows that their supporters love Roro, so that's what they get. Tim, the church is not silent. Father Albert spoke out about carnival indecency last Sunday. He also speaks out on crime quite often. Father Albert needs to understand that carnival is bacchanal. Who unto them who call evil good and good evil? Another saying, but Priest Albert says the people can jump up and still come to church and carnival is nothing saintly. Over on Facebook, our first comment reads, Tim, as far as I'm concerned, the PM confirmed everything when he said we have little internal problems. You are being asked to believe that their own supporters conspired with their opponents to deny people access to assistance from the SSDF. What an outrageous claim. Hospitals are built like a box for a reason. We have another comment here saying right now is to each their own. The editor for the dialysis videos, kudos. The state-of-the-art courthouse is a box, so what? A few comments are reading, PJP can fool some but not all. Ernest Ela is questioning why Alan Chasney copied the Director of Audit, the CDB, foreign ambassadors and social society on a communique to the Prime Minister. PJP and Labour Party have destroyed St. Lucia locally, regionally and internationally and want to blame Shas. Shame on you all. We have more comments from our Facebook page reading, Alan Chasney is standing up for integrity, transparency and equal rights. As the only female country in the world, this country called St. Lucia has really gone through a lot under PJP and Labour Party. Please give her a break, she's bleeding and screaming for help. We have another comment here saying, all I saw was sadness and crying out on the people's faces. And our final comment, this box was built to withstand hurricanes and all weather conditions, plus with helicopter pads.
Thank you so much, Jante, for that final report. Let me see if I have some of your WhatsApp messages. Somebody says that, Tim, I switched my TV whilst the Minister of Agriculture was speaking. The hatred towards the opposition leader is ridiculous. This government showed me and my family that they don't represent us, but their voters. Again, according to a WhatsApp message. Another one says, Colorwell, the church will be held accountable for a lot of what's going on because they are aware and are being silent when people should fear God and not man. But it is the other way around. But even themselves will be exposed, for no one is bigger than God, according to a WhatsApp message. Let's see if we have some more of your messages. And somebody has just written a message there. I think it's quite long. The SLP needs to stop the hypocrisy and selective amnesia regarding the decision of the leader of the opposition to engage outside agencies. It is the right thing to do, given the repeated pattern of disregard of letters from the opposition on numerous in the national interest. Have they forgotten a letter written by Prime Minister PJP to the British government objecting to the appointment of Guy Mayers as High Commissioner in 2017? Have they forgotten a letter to the U.S. Embassy in Barbados and the subsequent revocation of both the personal and diplomatic visas of Minister Frederick? The current matter involving the housing minister needs urgent attention and cannot be swept under the carpet. That's according to a WhatsApp message. Let's see if we have some more of your messages. And somebody says there, okay, Tim, Pierre discarded and left the box in 2021, 5 years later, and I think millions of dollars upon which was already spent. The Prime Minister returning, tiptoeing back to the box, and St. Lucians accepting this hour for us. I suspect we are on the path to Haiti. That'll do it for our WhatsApp messages. And another one says there, I listened to the Prime Minister on the air and this man thinks we're stupid. Tell Philip J. Pierre we are not stupid and he's behaving like an idiot. You all forget about God is PJP. Shaking my head. You all forget after God is PJP. Okay, according to our WhatsApp messages. Finally, the NewsSpin news of the day. The NewsSpin news of the day reads, Malaysian pilot arrested at Indonesia airport with over 70,000 ecstasy pills. Malaysian pilot arrested at Indonesia airport with over 70,000 ecstasy pills. That's a broadcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening to another edition of the world's most monitored talk show. Don't forget to please like the video, share, subscribe to the NewsSpin YouTube channel, and click the notification bell to help the NewsSpin YouTube channel grow. My name is Timothy Poleon. Enjoy your weekend, and God willing, we'll be back on Monday. Goodbye.